Tonight, a Detroit demolition contractor charged with fraud is found not guilty, but the verdict is not the end to this story.
7 Action News reporter Ronnie Dahl has been covering this story for months. She joins us live now from Detroit's west side with the update. Ronnie?
Carolyn and Stephen, questions and controversy have been surrounding Detroit's demolition program ever since the cost to tear down one of these blighted eyesores reached an all-time high of just over $16,000. A federal investigation is underway right now, but the man who brought those questionable pricing contracts to light, well, he found himself charged with a felony over a $6,300 billing dispute.
It's changed tremendously.
Daryl Hobson has lived in this West Side neighborhood since he was a boy.
We are very proud people. And years ago, this was one of the finest blocks in the neighborhood.
Then people moved out, houses sat vacant, and blight moved in.
It's dangerous.
While Detroiters wait for the wrecking ball, a showdown of sorts is wrapping up in an Oakland County courtroom involving Detroit demolition contractor Barry Ellentuck. The West Bloomfield consultant was charged with fraud after his employee, Tim McCarthy, accused Ellentuck of pressuring him to falsify hours and overbill the Detroit Land Bank Authority. During the trial, audio recordings told a different story.
Now, that discrepancy raises additional questions as to whether or not we have overbilled conceivably a client, which I'm very, very concerned about.
Monday, a jury came back with a not guilty verdict.
After hearing all of the evidence and the lack of evidence, the jury made a determination that the charges were completely unsubstantiated. But
Ellentuck's attorney says McCarthy wasn't the only person to not tell the truth. He's also placing blame on the head of the Detroit Land Bank Authority, Carrie LaJuan Monroe.
I don't know whether she was lying in February or whether she was lying last week, but she definitely wasn't telling the truth one, possibly both of those times.
Ellentuck's attorney says LaJuan Monroe gave conflicting testimony in district court, then in circuit court, when asked if she had personally reviewed the bill at the heart of the case. And most likely her answer influenced the judge's decision to go forward with the case. Also in question is the timing. Ellentuck had filed a civil suit for non-payment and exposed questionable contracts in Detroit's demolition program, which have sparked a federal investigation. One of the reasons why we push so much on these stories is because you have to keep in mind every dollar wasted is one less dollar to tear down these blighted structures. On this block alone, we found 10 vacant houses with neighbors that still care. Now, we did reach out to the Detroit Land Bank Authority. They declined to comment, referred us to the U.S. Attorney General's office. We called there. They declined to comment as well. Reporting now live from Detroit's West Side. Back to you.
All right, everybody's kicking the can down the road. Thank you, Ronnie, for the report. We know you'll stay on.